Alright, good morning guys. My name is John, and today we have a special project here. So I built an axe board probably about a year ago now, and ended up using it a good bit. I used the boards on the front and then flipped those boards, and now it is time to replace them because they're all chewed up from throwing axes at it. So today you're going to see me pick up some tulip poplar here and cut it up into boards for the axe board. I chose tulip poplar because it's a fairly soft wood. It's similar to pine, and I think it's going to hold axes very well when you throw axes into the board. The other advantage of using this, in my case here, is this has been sitting around for a little bit. It probably has a little bit of bug damage, not exactly cabinet grade, so it's more of a utility wood at this point. So you're going to see I'm going to cut a cant out of this piece of tulip poplar, since I don't want any live edges, because this needs to fill up the board with no spaces, no gaps. Alright, so let's see what we got. This is an old log. It's been sitting. It was sitting when I got it too, which is not always good. Of course, the name of the game here is utility board, so not anything crazy nice looking. Decent looking poplar. I like cutting poplar. Definitely not going to win a beauty contest, but as far as utility goes, I think we should be good. I'll give you a close-up. Like I said, I knew this was going to be utility wood here, just because of the fact that it was down when I got it, and it's been sitting for some time. Got a little bit of bug damage. You can see some spalting, especially on that outer piece there. It's got character. So I'm cutting these boards to 1.5 inches, which seems to be thick enough for my application here. So essentially I'm cutting like 2x10s that you would buy at Home Depot. So I do like sawing poplar. It's a very soft wood, straight grained, and very few knots. So the sawing goes easy, even if you're on a blade that with oak or something harder would have trouble. It still tends to saw very straight.
little bit of bug damage on the sapwood, but not much. A lot of spalting on this first piece, which isn't surprising. Oh, we'll keep cutting here. Got some decent boards here. Here's what a book match would look like. I think this is from the center. Pretty straight grain, not the nicest poplar I've ever seen, but yeah, so we're doing this for an axe board, so plenty good for that. So we're gonna get this stacked up here and I'll wrap things up.
As you can see, the old board is very chewed up, so I'm gonna remove the old boards first, which is actually a decent challenge. The screws have to be sent from the back instead of the front like you would typically do, because you don't want the axe head to hit the screws, metal on metal. So first you have to locate the screws and then get them to come out, and the wood is fairly chewed up on both sides now, so the screws don't really want to come out. Now that the old boards are removed, I can put the new boards on. It's just the exact reverse of the previous process. And after this, I'm going to go ahead and paint the target lines on, for the scoring of the game. And I have a little template I made for that just spins around from the center. You put a screw through the center and spin it around. I'm using a heavy-duty marker to make the black lines. And then, of course, I'm going to paint the bullseye in the center. Here we go, we're going to give it a shot. So this was a pretty quick, simple project here. Not a whole lot to it, but definitely has utility. And feel free to like and subscribe, and join me in the next video here.